Michael Westbrook had everything: wealth, prestige, power, a mansion that could house dozens, a fleet of cars he rarely drove, and bank accounts so vast he'd lost count of the zeros. But the day he stepped out of Health First Medical Center with a grim diagnosis clutched in his hand, grade 4 glioblastoma, inoperable, his empire felt like ash. 6 months to live, if that. The wind outside stung more than usual. He should have climbed into his waiting car, let his driver take him home back to the hollow palace he called life. But instead, he walked into the cold, into the unknown. As snowflakes danced from the gray December sky, Michael wandered through streets that suddenly seemed unfamiliar. He passed people with problems he once would have dismissed: missed trains, forgotten gloves, soggy shoes. Now he envied them. They had time. He had a countdown. That's when he saw them, a woman and a boy, huddled together on a frozen bench in the park. They looked like ghosts, shivering and still, slowly vanishing beneath the falling snow. Her jacket barely covered the child, his shoes soaked. Faces hollow, eyes haunted. Michael almost kept walking. Almost. But the boy looked up, one glance, wide green eyes filled not with desperation, but something far more dangerous: hope. Something in Michael cracked. Without thinking, he approached. "It's freezing," he said gently. "You should be somewhere warm." The woman recoiled, her voice harsh from fear and fatigue. "Leave us alone." Michael raised his hands. "I'm not here to harm you. I can't walk away, not tonight." The boy clung to her. "What's your name, buddy?" Michael asked, a quiet whisper. "Ethan." Turning to the woman, Michael offered something he hadn't in years: sincerity. "Please, let me help." She hesitated, torn between fear and survival, then a small tug on her sleeve from Ethan, a child's silent plea. "I'm Olivia," she said finally. "Olivia Carter." Michael took off his coat, draping it around her shoulders. She flinched but didn't refuse. He lifted Ethan, so light it scared him, like holding sorrow in his arms. They found a cab. "Sunset Mall," he told the driver. "Let's get you warm clothes." At the mall, surrounded by holiday lights and cinnamon-sweet air, Olivia lingered behind. Michael didn't push. "Pick whatever you want. No limits. Call it an early Christmas." Olivia looked like touching anything might burn her, but Ethan found a red parka, eyes wide with joy. Michael chuckled. Good choice. He didn't take them to a shelter. It felt too cold, too temporary. "Come to my place," he said, "just tonight. Lock the door. Call someone. I don't want anything. I just want to help." Another pause. Then a nod. His home was vast, grand, empty. As Olivia stepped inside, she whispered, "This place, it's like a hotel." "Feels a lot emptier than one," Michael replied. He showed them a guest room, king-size bed, warm towels, lavender soap. Olivia hovered at the doorway like she didn't belong. "Why are you doing this?" she finally asked. Michael looked away. "Because, maybe for once, I want to do something that actually matters." She didn't answer, just tucked Ethan into bed and whispered thanks. Michael retreated downstairs. Alone on his couch, he listened to the quiet hum of life returning to his house. Footsteps, breathing, warmth. He hadn't felt peace in years. Not like this. The next morning, he woke to the smell of pancakes. Olivia was in the kitchen, barefoot, flipping breakfast. "Hope you don't mind," she said. Cheeks flushed. "Wanted to say thank you." Michael smiled. "I might hire you as my chef." They laughed. Awkward, real. Ethan talked about Christmas trees and automatic garage doors like they were magic. Over pancakes, Michael said something he hadn't planned. "I want you to stay. Not just for a night, as long as you need." Olivia dropped her fork. "You don't even know us." "I know enough," he replied. "I know what it's like to have everything and nothing." Weeks passed, then months. Slowly, their lives intertwined. Olivia found work at a local bookstore. Ethan started kindergarten. Michael, he lived. Not in the way he used to, but in the ways that mattered. He showed Ethan how to build birdhouses, listened to Olivia rave about novels, shared dinners, laughter, and silence. The house no longer echoed. It breathed. But the tumor didn't vanish. There were days when pain left Michael pale and speechless. Olivia never pressed. She simply sat with him, her presence a quiet comfort. He hadn't told them. He couldn't, until one night, another snowy December, he sat Olivia down, handed her the folder. "I should have told you sooner," he whispered. She took his hand. "You gave us a home. We're not leaving you." That winter was the most beautiful of his life. Snowmen in the yard, cocoa spilled on couches, tangled lights, laughter. When the end came, it came quietly. Ethan curled beside him, Olivia holding his hand. No fear. just peace. Because in the end, Michael had found what he'd always been missing. Not success, not legacy, but love. Pure, unselfish, unearned. He had been seen. He had mattered. He had lived. If this story touched your heart, let us know in the comments. Would you have stopped like Michael did or kept walking? What would you have done differently? If you're watching from a country that believes in kindness, type 100 below and share where you're from. Let's remind each other, even in a broken world, there's still warmth left to give. Share this with someone who needs a little light today.